Oh, wait a second, exactly. Thank you, about a second degree, third degree, welcome. All right, let's do our one.
There's that scary sound of something about to fall over, and it's like, no.
Yeah, it's getting used to this, room, getting used to the room a bit more still.
I said I would get something from there once before it comes.
Oh, what did you get?
2 cookies.
Oh, yum. Which ones? Because I just baked them today.
The peanut butter one and then the turtle one.
Oh, the turtle one, yeah, I did the turtle one today.
Yeah.
Those turtle ones and the s'moreos cookie, the chocolate chunks and marshmallows and Oreo bits in it.
It was torn, I was like, no, quick, make your mind. The peanut butter one's for my husband and I like the turtle one.
Yeah. Glad I got the turtle ones going today.
Every time I get here, by the time I change, it's like, where are these class?
Yeah,
Already late.
switch. Well, in the long run, once COVID trails off, then we'll have shows again, and then our normal closing time is 10 p.m., except for the occasional Monday or Tuesday when there's no show. And then, or later, midnight or 2 a.m. So.
Well, for now, I said we'll just support the place by buying that.
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee drinker, and right now, I think I just did spilling a tea, so.
We have London fog. Do you know what that is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
It sounds familiar, I'm just trying to think.
If you are not a coffee drinker, and I wasn't a coffee drinker till a couple of years ago, and inside, then you learn about the teas, the different teas you can have, because I was a tea drinker before I was a coffee drinker.
Okay, yes.
So a London fog is an Earl Grey with steamed milk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get so little fun these days to have tea with milk in it. But you know what, that would be nice.
Yeah, not a lot, just a little steamed milk.
Yeah, splashy milk, as they say. Steamed milk would actually keep it hot.
Yeah. Steamed milk's the way to go, but it's not well understood. A lot of times people are using the half and half or milk to cool down their coffee so they can drink it right away.
Yeah. Somebody made me tea once and put half and half, and it was like, okay, that's a little much.
Switch.
He doesn't put cream in it. It's too rich.
You know, unless it's chai tea.
Oh, yeah, it's different.
We have a really excellent chai tea. It's my third most often thing I get here.
You know, the really sad thing about it is I have tried chai tea and I can't get on with it because I'm allergic to some of the spices in it.
Ah.
So I'd have to find one that didn't have certain spices. I think by the time they left those out, they wouldn't really be calling it chai anymore.
I got
Sucks,
one
but
for
there we
fall.
go. I like Thai iced tea though.
We do not have that. I never hear a request for it.
It's basically just a very strong tea with a slightly orange flavor. And then you put condensed milk in it. So it's pretty sweet too. Goes well with a ridiculously hot Thai curry.
Switch. All right, which one's the James? A couple students said that it's better lighting in here than the other location. But I look up and see that 4 of my fluorescent lights aren't working at all. And almost all of the other ones, like the majority of them, look like they only have 2 bulbs in them when they're built for 4.
I prefer that than the flickering. So,
It flickers with 4?
well, no, but I prefer bulbs not be on than them be flickering,
Oh, more, oh, yeah.
because that's like really horrible.
Did everyone get the links?
Yes.
Those who check their email?
I got them twice.
Well, when I first sent them to you, there was an error, and it
Oh,
said
okay.
it wasn't delivered. Did you get it twice?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
That's okay. And I forwarded them to my school account so I can sneakily watch them at lunchtime.
All right. So I sent you the videos because, well, I might find another Quando form, but Quando form is just Quando form. It doesn't, it's just Quando. But the Laojia is a different Laojia than Chongqing Sai's Laojia. Same sequence, but just Chen Lei is a slightly senior to Chongqing Sai. Like Chongqing Sai is like 17th generation or 15th generation. Chen Lei is 14th generation. So you have the video for reference, and you can look at it and kind of go, okay, that's what we're shooting for. And yes, it's a lot like Yang, which is why I resisted it a long time ago, because I'm like, I already do Yang. Okay, well, right now I'm not doing Yang. I'm mostly doing Chen. And Lu Xing Tonko is my friend who also trained with Chen Lei some. He thinks that's the best Laojia. I'm like, okay, I'll do that for a year. See how that goes. Yeah. All right, let's do it from the top. We've done quite a few moves, and then just kind of pick it up, and I will end up going over it many times because there'll be those who slowly return to this class as we head into next year anyways. that much?
Yeah, it's kind of over, you know.
And that's good. Again, if you need to warm up a little bit, you can.
I'm really tired, that was a lot, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's
good.
first.
I said you came in after.
Sorry,
me, but-
please.
Yeah. Again?
No.
And more.
This is a weird form. I watched the whole thing and it seems a lot less structured than the other forms. It's just a lot, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it has like as many moves in it. It's strange. It just seems like there's a lot more subtlety going on. It's like,
I think. Well, as you go through it, maybe I chose the wrong video, but I'm pretty sure that has all the moves in it.
oh, sure.
Because the form, when we learned it before, seemed like it never ended,
Right.
you know,
There
and
are
then it
a
was
lot,
hard.
there are a lot of repeats, but it was just a lot of,
Is that what you're saying? Did you notice the repeats?
It wasn't the repeat so much as, you know, like when we're like this and then we're, you know, stuff like this that doesn't seem to really do much. It's just, it's strange. I don't know how to describe it.
They're just used to doing really fast aggressive stuff.
Okay, well, let's do it a third time. So we're doing 3 times the charm. Well, I mean, that's good. I say comments, questions, suggestions. I took it as a comment. Yeah, yeah. Are you doing it with me or?
I will be on this side.
Okay, well, that's fine. No, more. We can do more.
Lauren, you tell me the last couple.
Yeah, because we're almost at the 3-minute mark of the form, if done slowly. The competition might. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, so what I've been doing, of course, doing it 3 times, just so we all are doing what we know. And then picking it up with questions. So after the white crane, okay. So we're at the white crane. I'll talk you through it slowly. Everything after the white crane? Yes. Oh, we didn't actually learn all of those after the white crane. There were 3 extra moves that I did that we didn't learn yet. I had previewed them, but we hadn't learned them. So we had just done up to the oblique. All right, so here we are. We're gonna do the oblique. So we're here. You come up a little bit, you know, just like you heard in the other yang form, where it's like turn left to go right. Well, here we are. We're turning left, reaching up a little bit. And then when the hands counterbalance, just like yang style, they'll step out. And it will feel like brush knee, but you don't. You come up, you go down with your whole body, you come up with your whole body, and then the shoulders are perpendicular to your leg work. Then you scoop down on either side of your leg, you cross up with the right hand on the inside, then you push down and continuously move to another brush knee looking counterbalanced move. And it looks like brush knee, and then you step with that one. Then you have to pivot this foot as this foot steps to be able to get a comfortable brush knee type move again. That it then comes up to an oblique. Then you set yourself up for some new movements. And it comes down again, and it's going to do some other stuff. Again?
Sorry.
Yeah? Okay.
Good question, sir.
Yes, another question too.
All right. When we're coming down, are we drawing the leg back up as we're drawing the arms up?
Kind of. You're coming here, and then coming here. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is drawing here.
Yep, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes on both sides, and then crosses when you come up. That's it. From the first white crane, oblique form, oh, sorry, this guy, sorry. Didn't have myself. Pivot here, and then one more piece. And then there's new stuff I'm ready to give you for those that are ready. Okay, try that on your own, just that one little section. And see what you can remember. And then do other question, go back to the beginning, or do a couple new moves. right. More moves or review another part?
So, question on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, we walk crane, we go oblique, we pull up, and then for this one, we sort of brush knee.
But as part of the
But then
brush knee.
So, I guess what I'm saying is, my question is, does this hand pull the foot? Does it come out and then pull? Do they go together, or it feels really weird, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we have to learn Wu's, not the Wu style we did, but another Wu style that has a lot of moves like that for the brush knee section. So the way I look at it is how a baseball pitcher throws a ball. What happens to the back leg? Like they wind up, and what happens to the back leg when they do it? Well, it takes a step forward. Okay. So that's how I interpret it, is I'm doing a push. I'm doing a brush knee push here, so it's oblique. And then we come here, and then it's brush knee push. We brush, and then we push, and if we add that hand as a follow through.
Okay.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
And then,
Oh, and then you just keep going with your circles. Then this right foot adjusts so that you can
Oh, I
do
see.
your oblique again.
I got
And then you're here again, and if you're game, I can show you another move, or we can do another fight.
I think it's like the flute, you step and then thrust, so it's like you step and then finish the push, I guess, a tiny bit after that.
Yeah, I was actually saying the opposite, but it could be that too. Yeah. I was saying you've done the push, and now the stepping is not part of the push.
Oh, really?
That's what I was saying. It's just like the pitcher already threw the ball. He threw the ball here, then the foot went to set so that he wouldn't be disconnected for the next move.
So just remember, it's not like the arm when you do brush knee push, brush knee push.
Because we have brush knee push, and you can think about, well, if I threw a bag up on his chest, and we've done this before, and I do brush knee and I push on his chest, I may not want to just stay there. I may feel so much power that I feel like I'm going to fall forward, but I can avoid the fall forward if I just let the back foot come up. Just like the pitcher, a major league pitcher, doesn't go like this and leave the foot here. It's so powerful that when they do that, their back leg finishes out. And you know they're using their whole body, that their arm couldn't generate that much power. 95 mile per hour, 90 to 95 mile per hour. You watch baseball?
I have.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but one of my first students was in the minor leagues. So he couldn't get in the majors because he had to do like 90 miles an hour, but he could do 85 miles an hour. And he was a Nakong freak. He loved the Nakong. That whole Nakong thing helped him get his body. Talking about you, Michael Olson. You ever watch this video, give me a call. So. Oh, did you want a new move? Yeah, let's just do another one. I mean, it's just a preview, really. So let's pick it up from the white crane. And we do the brush knee, but it's oblique. Okay. We do oblique. And then we scoop up. And we come back. And then it looks like brush knee, but then we step forward with that right. Then we pivot it so that we can do the oblique again. Okay? So we're picking it up from here. We scoop down, come up, we circle, and we brush. But this time again we step forward. But this time when we pivot, we're stepping forward also. But then we're going to circle our hands and punch. Okay? Could have had it out of order, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's out of order.
You know. Gotta start somewhere. I have the same philosophy, like, I mean, I don't want to come to class unprepared, but I'm just like, well, you're a student, you're just like, okay, I might be behind, we'll just come to class and whatever happens, happens. It's better than not coming to class. Okay. Let's do a pickup. Let's do that from the top view. So here we are. And we have our brush knee, but it's not a brush knee. It's a oblique. Then we have our scoop. And then we do have a brush knee, but it's a brush knee follow through. And then a pivot brush to the oblique again. Of course, this is like double speed. This is all double speed, so you can tell. And then we have another one of those step throughs. And then on this one, we end up circling and punching. Either that, or we repeat that middle section a second time and then do the punch.
But even if we do that, then we stop and circle, like what happens to the left hand? Does it just go around in a circle?
Let's find out. So I step through, and it pivots.
Oh, it just circles?
Yeah.
Okay, right away.
Hey, give it a shot from the White Crane's presentation. See which one you remember. Again? Sorry. Okay, from White Crane. And circle. And step. And up. And south. In. Down. Brush and set and pivot and brush and oblique and scoop and in and brush, but this time again step and then pivot. Leave the hand here, leave the right hand down, step up with your left. Then bring your left on top of it, Mr. Weiner.
Oh,
Then circle. Does that feel better?
yeah, because it was really weird.
Yeah. I just was stuck in brush knee mode. So. That's what all of them do. They all X, shift and open and punch in all the forms. So I skipped the X and went right to the circle. One more time and then Quando.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's do it. One more time, then Quando. And again, this is at a fast pace. We'll start, we'll typically start class with running the first section, which we're almost done. verify the fix. Yeah, and the next move is Buddha stand, so. Oh, no, no. How could it be Buddha stand? Well, anyways. So, yeah, Quando. Again, if you want to borrow that staff, you can. Quandos haven't come in yet, but hopefully, I don't have the short Quando, so mine's on the order too. Like I'll get a nice, they're shiny silver, 100% silver, no wood. So I'm excited to see you. Oh, practice what you remember. Practice from the top on your own, just to kind of see what you can remember. And then remember, etiquette-wise, you don't want to assemble these or disassemble them unless these are taped up while during another class, right? So if the next class lines up in soft clip, you'll have to take the Quando outside to undo it.
Actually, sir, I was hoping to stay for this next class.
Oh, well then don't undo it until,
Until everybody's done.
yeah. You
There's
come,
another class after that.
yeah, well, they would love to have you at May
I am
conference.
officially off for a couple of weeks. Woohoo!
Yeah. I am from one business, except I'll be here every day to keep making this place look better. If you happen to remember, you can take my spot, Mr. Haley. You can try whatever you want. Yeah, you don't have to remember anything. We're gonna go over it in a second.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course, you can copy Ms. Burns if you want. She just learned it. And get that. Kind of, yeah. We'll do it all together in a second. Because it's really not the weapon for everyone to practice on their own, but indoors at least. Everyone, take a 7-foot pole and practice your routine. Okay, let's do it. That was enough. I want to get to that part of your brain. Get that going as a warm-up, okay? So, we kick it with our right foot. Stop, right, left, sequence. We circle and skip and cut. We flip it over and cut back. Step through, cutting back. Keep turning to the right and right left. Then we come to a cat stance. First of all, here, poking up, and then always here, cutting up. Then take it over and do jump to kneeling 1, jump to kneeling 2, jump to kneeling 3, and then spin out of it into your bow stance. We're out of the room?
Yes.
So can you go slower than that?
Yes, I was trying to do a quick catch-up for Mr. Haley. Yeah. Don't try not to poke the floor too much. Okay, kick it. No, well, not yet. Going slower for everyone. And we did more last time, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
the monkey house.
So, It's gonna be like, remember when we were here the first time? And we went like, don't do it again. We went like this. Okay? Well, we're doing that again. Except for monkey hop. 2, 3. And then the third one, it's boom, boom. Then we go like this. Because remember how heavy this thing really is. So we turn it out like that. And then we go and flop it over. Here. And then here. Yeah, at the old school, you would
That
have
occurs a lot.
you would have taken that ceiling out just then. I'm serious, because it went straight up, but you were still 2 feet away. That was out a lot.
Before the monkey hops, what do you call those 3 turnaround, like 3
You know what? I
rings?
never got the name list straight. Did we ever have a name list? We
I
did.
have a name list.
Mr. Haley will bring the name list.
In fact, I had one, I had a link to a video of a guy doing it with the thing, this is this move, this is this move,
I
Well,
probably
the one you sent has that, but I think it's only in Chinese, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, they say it in Chinese or something. Yeah.
And the other one has it in Chinese with German?
Yeah.
What?
The other one, the Laojia has.
Oh yeah, the German. Well, there's another exact copy of that video that's really low quality that says all the English names. But I already know all the English names with the Laojia. That's our standard form.
Well, can we, getting into those 3,
Yeah.
No
So
name
the
things.
new stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we're here. Make sure you have room. You can kind of take out your own. Okay. So here again, we have to get that blade going, and it goes that way, and then 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2. Then we go like this, and then we go, oh, and this guy has to keep cutting there, and you keep cutting. Yeah, that's just like your double saber set.
we go to the 3 turns before the monkey hop.
Oh, the 3 turns before it. Oh, okay, the turnaround. Okay, so we're here. No, we're, can we go from there? Here. Okay, let's go from the top. Not a lot of moves, just go from the top. I call it a walk-through pace. Walk-through pace. Walk-through pace. No, so walk-through, I don't remember how to do it. Put this next. Yeah. No, this one? Oh, yeah.
When we step back, that's right.
Oh, that's what happened, on the wrong foot?
We step back like this, I do remember that.
I just went too slow through it, and I forgot the order.
A little bit faster.
What is it? Supposed to go here. Is that just that? Oh, yeah, this does like that. No, I lost it. Somehow I lost the form. Oh, yeah, no, that's what's okay. There it is. That move? So we're gonna go from here. Yeah, because we do monkey hop, right, left. Not monkey hop. Jump to kneeling, right, left. Yeah. And then it's this one. Monkey hop 1, monkey hop 2, monkey hop 3, stomp, with throw, make sure it keeps adjusting so that the blade hits. One thing you can try to do is imagine that you're doing this weapon in water. So you don't want to go like that. You always want to be cutting with this. And that may also help you, because if you turn and you go like that, what would happen in water? Yeah, if I go like this though when I turn, and I make sure that cut comes through, you know, no matter what move I'm doing, I don't think there's an exception.
Or four.
See how it wants to go side to side? In water, you feel it pull on one or pull on the other. Again? Yeah, okay. So we're here, in a cat stance with this on our left shoulder. The left foot's forward, it's jumps kneeling with the right, and turn. Jumps kneeling right. Keep that blade cutting. Jumps kneeling right. Keep that blade cutting. And I have a tip, a secret. I'm going to do this towards you, and you tell me if you notice what the secret piece of advice I was going to give you. And if you don't know, I'll never tell you.
You gotta figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Kung Fu! Okay, here we go. What was it? Say it?
Following the tip,
With what?
your
Eyes, yeah.
I think I might get dizzy.
Well, you might get a little dizzy, but do it. Like, try it. Because what it made me do is you saw my cut. Was my cut always,
because I lose it when I turn around as well,
Yeah.
because I'm not following it.
yeah. No, you wouldn't be able to follow, if you're spinning around and looking at something nearby where you are, and it blurs the background, that will make you dizzy. But, we're working on making this not go side to side. So once you can get it to not go side to side, you still need to look, but it's just like anything. You look at your weapon, then you look away at your target. Look at your weapon, look at your target, look close, look far, look close, look far, and then you learn to spot, like when can I look and not get dizzy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, give it a shot, whatever part you want to practice. As long as you don't wreck into everyone else. If I hear noises outside and goes. Oh yeah, crazy move. Oh, where's super inside?
Well, stealth Quando.
I wasn't really interested in the air conditioning. Yeah? Yes! You see what happened? But don't let this slip around. When you do that whole section, well, I don't want to give you too many corrections, because that's a huge improvement. But if you want to make it even better, then you look at this guy and you don't let him take any twists or turns, like you don't let him turn over like that. And keep that cutting thing going. And then, yeah. Then when you get to the, wait a minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have going like this. Is that the next one?
No, you have to do the back
To
monkey
go
hop.
backwards.
Oh yeah, the backward monkey hops. So then we do the same thing here, where we're doing monkey hop, but you have to also keep that blade going. When do you monkey hop? When you're crossed up. That's how it gets you out of it. And then you can look at that blade and keep it going. So the micro adjustments here to do that. And we're here again. And then this guy, same thing. It goes here, it goes there, and then it goes there. Where it never comes from the sides, it doesn't switch back and forth. It's really hard to do because you think you're like just gonna hold it tight. But
Well, you don't realize it too, and it's like, oh, that's
yeah. And so it's like, there was, you've heard me lecture about learning the saber set in Tai Chi. Why do we learn the saber set in Tai Chi? So we learn to turn from the waist. Mr. Hay's been around for a while. So this is like supersizing the principle of, if you want to get this blade going where you want it to go, and you have two hands on the weapon. When you have two hands, you can't turn, or you can't move just one arm, I'm trying to say. I have to do both, and then if I have to do both, it makes me turn my waist if I'm understanding where the blade's supposed to go. Whereas with one hand, in our Tai Chi saber set, with one hand in our Tai Chi saber set, can someone polish this for me? Okay. So in one hand in my Tai Chi saber set, only when I touch, what part is that? Yeah. So only when I touch does it force me to turn my whole body. When I'm not touching, I could just be swinging my arm without relation to my body. As soon as I touch, I can't swing one arm without taking the other one. And if I'm taking the other one, I have to move my body. Because this one's locked into place with my body. When you do this, it's the same thing as doing this. You now have to use both, you can tell them inside. I like when things have purpose. All right. From the top one last time?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Maybe two, but at least one. I like to give a little transition time. See, we're here, we hit. Here. Oh, what about that blade? Okay, turn it so that you're using the blade part. Poke them. That's the only time you get to poke them. And then flip it up, and there's that one. Walk through pace 2. 3, walk through pace, and step out. Monkey hop. Remember, flip it, and monkey hop 1. Monkey hop 2. Monkey hop 3, and stomp. Reach back, jump to kneeling, keep that sword going, and jump.
Yay, he's coming back.
Yeah.
Yay! That's what I felt like.
Yeah,
Like,
my
woo!
other stuff is very similar to double saber.
Yes, yeah, that's the, yeah. I think this is a fun weapon. It's the perfect weapon to have our first year in this new space. As outside, inside.
The more I think of this as a saber attached to a pole, the more it helps because it makes me think about this side would be, thinner, this side would be wider, so it makes sense that the movement
Yeah,
can lead that way.
it's a big knife on a pole with a spear on the other end. We have time, let's do one more. Yeah, it's good. Be patient for when we have students return. If we want to have, this, my spiel for this class. if you want to keep having a class teaches the newest, coolest stuff, then you have to be cool when the new people are in the class having a hard time.
It's gonna be fun.
Unless it's just one of them, then they can just have a hard time.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun to go.
You're not having a hard time anymore, though. This is more the level you should be good, yeah. Also, the challenging of the double sabers is harder than this form. So we've come down a step. Nah, you think,
It's just different.
yeah. This is still a right-handed form again.
This was one more dizzy.
Oh, I thought double say was dizzy me.
Well, we'll leave each to their own opinions. Okay, good. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples.
Honor Grand Master Instructor.
Bow to third and second degree, advanced black belt class dismissed.